What is it?
Sure is a nice, peaceful morning, isn't it?
What happened to those cacophonous varmints?
They took their business elsewhere. Now, would you be so kind as to let us in?
So long as you promise to keep it down.
Deal.
Got it!
Well now, what have we here?
I
appreciate your hospitality,
think the
Captain,
guy on the
but
right is going
I
to join
must
our party
admit
at some
I am
point.
Perplexed by the change in your position.
It's not my position, General Marquez. It's the position of the government of the Commonwealth of Vespuccia. I have some discretion in the execution of my orders, but I'm sure you can appreciate that there's a chain of command.
I am, of course, most grateful for the aid you have rendered in the past. I am sure that your recommendations carry weight with your superiors. If you would be willing to lend your influence in support of our cause.
Perhaps we can speak of this at another time, Mr. Marquez. As I said, I have other concerns to deal with.
Of course. I look forward to our next meeting.
Captain Stokes, you're a difficult man to see.
Ackerman, how the hell are you?
Leave this to me. I'll have Stokes eaten from the palm of my hand.
Good day,
He's going to refuse you, isn't he?
Madam? Just a moment. I have seen you before.
Eh? Good to see you open it. Are you the dude that got thrown out the window?
That's right. I'm glad to see you on your feet again. That was a nasty tumble
Holy shit.
you had.
Of course. The newspaper office. You left me lying in the street.
Ah, you were
Sorry,
fine.
but I had things to do.
Ay, por Dios. Is there not one selfless person in this country?
Look, if I see you falling out any more windows, I'll pull out my net. Fair?
Amusing. What's your name, anyway?
Harley Leger. This is Danny Luo, and over there is Jake Ackerman.
Sir?
I am General Filomeno Marquez. Though Filomeno seems to be difficult for you Vespuccians, so you may call me Phil.
Phil it is.
I could say Filomeno just fine, but okay.
And you, I suppose. What brings you to the fort?
If he's given himself a nickname, yeah, I guess he is joining our party at some point.
We're looking for help getting into the abandoned lab back there.
And why might that old ruin interest you, eh?
Greed.
We were thinking it might make a nice hotel. Just need to spruce it up a bit. Then we can charge folks for rustic desert stays.
Ah, I see. You were attempting to make a joke. In any case...
What do you mean
there may be
attempting? That was
something
hilarious.
to
Laugh,
interest
damn you.
me as well. In fact, I could get the laboratory open so we could both go in. If Stokes were not so stingy with his munitions.
How do you mean?
My specialty is demolitions and explosives.
Do
I just,
tell.
do not have any on hand right now. I thought perhaps the captain might once again be willing to assist a fellow warrior in a righteous cause, but...
It's like I told Mr. Marquez, my hands are tied.
Told you.
Much as I'd like to help, I've got enough to worry about with my men missing. In fact, I was just heading out to search, so if you'll excuse me.
Hold your horses, Captain. How about we come with? I'm sure you could use the extra eyes.
It's mighty kind of you, Ackerman. Can't promise it'll be safe, though. We'll be going near native territory.
Come on, Stokes. You forget who you're talking to? I laugh in the face of danger. We'll
And
ride
danger
with you.
laughs right back.
Friend is quite the braggadocio, no?
No, I think he's a Vespuccian.
That he is, and he doesn't ever seem to let up.
You're all in, then?
Apparently so.
I will accompany you as well.
Sorry, who are you?
Y'all can get acquainted on the trail. Let's get going. Sun's almost up. Appreciate y'all coming out with me. Strength in numbers and all that.
Our pleasure, Captain.
Exactly who is it you're looking for?
My first lieutenant, John Mulberry.
So when did your man go missing?
He left leading the patrol
can ask him
last
about Clark
evening
later.
and he never returned. I just hope the natives didn't get him. Things have been a bit tense of late.
Hello.
Assuming the natives were responsible for Mulberry's disappearance, what are we supposed to do?
Get him and the men back if we can, by any means necessary. If that means burning that village to the ground, then God help me, I'll do it. No man left behind, that's my motto.
That seems awfully
Why do I not
drastic.
trust him all of a
What
sudden?
have the natives done to deserve such a show of force?
Mr. Legere, with all due respect, you've no idea what you're talking about. We've already given these folks an inch, but they have taken a mile. The government's tried appeasing them with treaties and such, but those ain't worth the paper they're written on. You'd sooner reason with a coyote.
Well, I think... Ah!
No, not your head. Oh, hi. Oh, that. I thought the wind blew it off. Didn't even see the arrow. Somebody give me a gun I could help shoot. Maybe.
So far, we have been stymied in our efforts to search Clark's laboratory. Captain Stokes let out a search patrol, and he let all us supplicants tag along. But it wasn't enough to deter the native war party that ambushed us. Stokes slipped the trap laid for him, leaving us four to stand in his stead.
Uh-huh.
To await intelligence of our captors and some sign of our fate.
Well,
Like I said,
isn't this
why
a
do I not
fine
trust him?
turn of events?
So I was thinking, before the ambush happened, that maybe this Mulberry guy didn't get captured by the natives. Maybe he just sort of joined up with them because, fuck, General Captain Stokes, whatever his name is. But then the ambush happened, and Stokes just so happened to slip by his captors. So now I'm wondering if maybe not only did Mulberry get captured, he led us into a trap. Because I still don't trust him. And poor Jake still don't have his hat. He must be heartbroken.
Hey, Jake.
Miss Legere?
How are you doing, Jake?
Been better, but you're a peach for asking. I'm just trying to come up with a way to get us out of here.
Did you manage to see what became of Captain Stokes?
No, I was a mite preoccupied, but I'm inclined to take the fact that he's not in here with us as a favorable sign.
I'm not.
Had any ideas for escaping yet?
You'll be the first to know, I assure you.
I'll leave you to your thoughts.
I might ask him if he's been in a situation like this before later. If I'm desperate for a hint or something.
This basket's full of soap.
And at least we can keep clean.
Uh-huh. Except there is no water in here.
Then let's hope we can get out of here soon.
I don't know about you, but I'm taking some. Oh, we can smell it.
Smells like lye.
I'm sure I'm going to need to make note of that.
A block of soap. Now, if only I had some water. I suppose all of these were made here. Quite a collection.
Cool. What do we got in the baskets here?
Wonder what they use these for.
Head catchers would be my guess.
Hey, it's not funny.
It was not meant to be.
Empty.
No heads.
Now,
Anything in here?
Completely empty.
Nope. All right. We can't search those. Let's talk to Danny if he'll stay
Hey,
still.
Danny?
What is it?
Relax, Danny. It'll be okay.
You think so?
Sure. If these folks meant us any harm, they wouldn't have bothered capturing us.
I didn't think of it that way.
Not necessarily.
I sure hope you're right.
Were you able to see how Captain Stokes fared?
I lost sight of him when I got knocked off my horse. Sure hope he made it, though.
Danny probably doesn't have any ideas either.
Phil?
eh?
He doesn't like my jokes. But none of these seem all that good an option.
I never imagined volunteering for a search party would include free accommodation.
You pick the strangest time to make jokes, eh?
I'm like that.
Although, I suppose it is better than falling apart. That is usually what happens.
See, there you go. That's the way to look at it.
Did you see what became of Captain Stokes?
Yes, though I wish I had not. Pinche cobarde.
That doesn't sound like a good thing.
He turned and ran.
Told you!
Took his men and abandoned us. To think I held him as a man of honor. Bastardo!
Whoa!
Easy there, Phil.
Forgive me, but I cannot abide a deserter.
It takes a low sort to abandon someone who's counting on you. I'll just be over here.
Yeah, far away from any kind of distance these might reach, although apparently I can pick up some shards. What do we got?
This ceramic shard's got a very sharp edge.
Uh-huh. Interesting. Well, I suppose let's have a look at this door.
Doesn't look very sturdy.
But it's barred on the other side.
Oh, what I would not give for a stick or two of dynamite right now.
And the only other option we have is yell at. Let's see if that'll do any good.
Hey, anybody out there? Let us out.
I'd save my breath if I was you.
Yeah, I didn't think so. All right. So here's the thought. Can we use inventory items with other inventory items? Apparently we can.
I don't know a thing about carving.
But only certain ones, it seems like.
This ceramic
So I can only use it with a soap, but Harley's not going to do it because she doesn't know anything about carving. Do any of my compatriots know anything about carving? What's
it's
that?
quite ornate. Brightens the place.
It is
Oh, okay,
noble
cool.
to find beauty in dark moments, but perhaps not so very useful.
I try.
Hey, Jake?
Oh wait, I already asked him if he's got ideas. But I didn't ask him that yet.
Surely a fellow of daring do like yourself has been in a predicament like this before.
More times than I can count.
How do you manage to get free?
Well, you gotta understand, every situation's different. Easiest ways usually
Any of them
driving a
involve
car.
ceramic and soap?
Sometimes, gotta get creative. Well, this one time But no, that wouldn't work here.
Why not?
'Cause I'd need a few things, and coming by them in here will be next to impossible.
If you've
Well,
got
what do
a
you need?
plan, it's at least worth trying.
I reckon you're right. Main thing I need is something pliable, like wax or soft wood.
Or
Then
soap?
something sharp to shape it with. And finally,
Like a
some
ceramic shard?
shiny material. Metallic looking would be best.
Like
Find
that
me
thing
those
hanging over your
things,
head?
and we might be in business.
Or the tinfoil hat? I think I got everything you need.
I'll...
Shiny?
Will this work for what you need?
Shiny and metallic. Perfect.
Okay, one down. Pliable.
Is this pliable enough for you?
This'll do nicely.
Excellent. And here's your sharp thingy.
This sharp enough for you?
It'll do, it'll do.
Nice.
Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. You got everything.
Sure did. Now will you tell me about this plan of yours?
I'm bluffing our way out of here. Give me a few minutes and you'll see what I mean.
Are you about to make a gun? Or a knife?
Voila.
A gun. I was right the first time. Oh. Yeah.
Carved a
Jake.
gun
Oh.
out of soap
Oh.
and wrapped it in tinfoil?
That's right.
That's. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
certainly creative, I'll give you that.
Necessity is the mother of invention, as they say.
It's like they
Anyhow,
don't look
as soon
too
as
closely
somebody
at this
comes in,
invention.
I'll draw this and catch them off guard. You knock them out in the confusion, then we make our escape.
And you have confidence this will work?
These folk don't know firearms, they can't tell the difference.
But
I wouldn't be too sure.
I'm coming inside.
Well, ain't this fortuitous?
Greetings. I'm Nadine.
I think
I've come
that might be our
Hands up!
next party member.
Is that a fake gun?
Yes?
Don't mind my friend here. Nadine, was it?
Yes, Nadine Redbird.
Harley Leger. So just what is it you want from us?
The chief sent me to make sure none of you were hurt. She also wants to speak with whoever's in charge of your group.
That would be me.
What?
All due respect, sir, but after that little trick you just pulled, you're out of line. All right, come with me.
Someone's got some brains on her.
I bring you Miss Harley Legere, representing the captives.
Thank you,
Sup?
Dean. You may return and tend to the others.
I will.
Enter and be welcome.
Well, I have, but thank you.
You may call me Chief Lutzi. I am responsible for the people of this village.
Pleasure's all mine.
You have violated the borders of the Autumn Nation, duly established by recognized treaty with your government. Miss Legere, why are you here?
Captain Stokes is missing some troops, and we were helping in the search.
You serve Stokes. Curious, you do not dress like a soldier.
We have nothing to do with the fort.
Who are you then?
I'm a journalist for the Rosewater Post. My companions and I are researching Dr. Bennett Clark. We only came
Researching
to
how
Stokes
to rob
ask for
him.
help getting inside the abandoned laboratory on the other side of the valley. Thought maybe you could spare some dynamite or something. But first we had to ride with him to find First Lieutenant Mulberry and his missing men.
I see. What did he tell you of us?
Let's just say he didn't paint a very pretty picture.
Interesting question about somebody I don't trust.
Do you share his opinion?
Well, you haven't killed me yet, so I'd like to take that as a good sign.
The Autumn mean you no harm, Miss Legere.
I didn't think you did.
For months, the fort soldiers have routinely violated our borders and harassed our people. Just last night, a band of them came, led by this man, Mulberry. They attacked us in our fields and set fire to our
Okay.
crops.
So I was wrong about Mulberry. He hasn't joined up or anything. And he wasn't led into a trap. He wasn't led into a trap by Stokes. I'm still not so sure we weren't.
So what happened to the soldiers?
One fled, another was killed. As for Mulberry, we captured him. He is under guard in one of our empty storehouses. Stokes has turned our village into a prison. And now he is recruiting civilians to come after us. I fear this will not
Okay.
end until everything we have has been turned to ash. But I cannot allow that. Something must be done.
So maybe he didn't lead us into a trap per se. He genuinely wanted us to help him come deal with the natives, but turned tail and ran when everything wasn't going his way. I still don't trust Stokes. That's the point here.
You're right. Can we help you in any way?
I believe so. And you can get what you're after as well.
Dynamite.
Listening?
Our scouts have observed an army wagon making regular deliveries to the fort from Rosewater. It comes in the night, when few others are willing to travel, and always it arrives a day or two after the train stops in town.
Then that would be tonight? I just arrived on the latest train into Rosewater.
Yes, exactly. I cannot know for sure, but I believe this wagon carries supplies, along with weapons and munitions. The
Dynamite.
soldiers use these to strengthen themselves, then come and deprive us of what little we have. If you and your people were to obtain them, it would be to our mutual benefit. We would have a means of...
Well, it just so happens
You
I'm
would have the
an
tools
expert
to
at
enter this
obtaining things.
laboratory, and Stokes would be
Just ask Jim.
deprived of his armaments.
Yeah, we're up for it.
It's a bold move, but I think my companions will be willing to aid your cause.
I am glad to hear it.
Tonight, then, huh?
Tonight, or not at all.
Tonight sounds good.
Darkness
I'm free.
To your advantage. Our scouts have also noted that only 2 men guard the wagon.
Guess I'd better tell the others and get to planning.
You are welcome to rest here in the meantime.
Thank you, Chief Lutzi.
May the Earthmaker guide you.
Oh, hi.
Everyone in good shape?
Mr. Lua has some minor bruising, but your friends are otherwise healthy.
Good to know. Hey, fellas, come on out here. We
You didn't happen to find Jake's hat, did you?
I take it your meeting with the chief went well?
It did. These are good people who can help us if we help them.
I probably should have told him about Stokes,
would.
but oh well.
With Stokes and the fort, turns out the reason Mulberry didn't come back is that he was taken prisoner while conducting an unprovoked raid on this village.
Yeah, she
A raid
basically did.
Stokes himself ordered.
What?
Army soldiers have been crossing into Ogden
Damn, Marquez's
and attacking
eyes.
them without justification.
It's true. I have treated many of the wounded myself.
Hijo de la... We cannot let this injustice stand.
That is troubling. But what can we do about it?
Chief Lutzi suggested we hit him where it hurts, the fort's supply chain. So we'll be carrying out our own raid on a delivery wagon.
And to think just yesterday you were having reservations about robbing folk. Reckon it's true what they say about the frontier changing people.
Yeah. Seriously though, Marquez had some fucking Galron eyes going. Glory to you and your casa.
I don't know about you, but I don't feel too bad about lifting a little from the crown. It glitters enough already.
If the government is engaged in oppressing these people, you should be proud to resist.
Now listen up, because we've got some preparations to make. And the wagon will be coming through
That was
tonight,
quick.
according to the chief.
We can get the munitions Phil needs to get us into the lab, along with some weapons and supplies for the Autumn.
Ah, the old 1-2 punch. I like it.
Only question is, what's the best approach?
I'm thinking we create a distraction. We get the wagon to stop, then you and I keep the driver occupied while Danny and Phil sneak the stuff out.
I prefer a more direct approach.
Yeah, Danny
Second
maybe.
wagon was
Marquez
poorly
doesn't
guarded, eh?
strike me as
We
a
have
stealthy
enough
dude.
fighters to overpower them. When they see they are outmatched, we should be able to take what we need without firing a shot.
There
Wouldn't
are
it be
only two
better
of
to
them.
do this without drawing any attention? You could set up a roadblock, then sneak out what you need while they investigate.
All good plans. Have you got anything, Danny?
No, but I think we should be careful. Something like this could so easily go wrong.
So, what's it going to be?
Okay. Jake's plan's not bad, but again, Phil doesn't strike me as the stealthy type. I mean, you heard him. He prefers the direct approach. And the direct approach could work, because again, there's only two of them, and at least 4 of us. 5 if Nadine joins us. But something could go wrong. Maybe we damage something we need or something. So I'm thinking I wish I could save right now. No, I can't. I'm thinking Nadine's plan might be the best. So we'll try that.
Let's go with Nadine's suggestion.
I do think it's best if none of us are seen committing this act of banditry.
Agreed. This is a stealth
Fair
job.
point.
Nadine and I will search the wagon. You boys hang back and take whatever we unload. Well, we better get ready. Let's hope this goes off without a hitch.
The less chance of this coming back to bite us, the better. And I got an achievement for picking Nadine's plan. The hell kind of train is that?
Tarnation? What's all this crap in the road? Oh, they don't pay me enough for this. Buford, get up here and help me.
We should hurry. I don't think we'll have long.
Okay. Seems pointless to save at this point, but what the hell, I'm saving anyway. Okay, what do we got? Is that dynamite?
Looks like it's full of apples.
That is not dynamite. But I am hungry.
Help me with this, would you, Nadine?
Plus, it's on top of a chest that could have what we need.
This looks promising. Jackpot. Here's some dynamite.
Nice.
And a good cache of firearms. These should serve the Autumn well. There's also a letter.
What does it say?
It's a manifest. Hang on. Here's the combination for that safe.
I was just
Whatever
about
you
to
do,
say, maybe we
be
could
quick.
check it. Okay.
A good
So did
cache
we-
of fire.
Did we take everything?
A good cache of firearms. These should serve the Autumn well.
We haven't much time.
Okay, I'll try the save. I guess maybe she memorized the combination.
I'll be damned.
What is it?
Bars of Aurum. Lots of them.
Odd. Why deliver these to the fort?
Who cares? We're fucking rich!
Too bad they're marked. We could have had a nice payday, but at least there's a bit of loose cash in here.
Well, that still helps. So do I have 30 crowns or did I add 30? I have 30. All right, cool. What's in the sack?
Nadine, help me unload this.
There's a box on top of that.
Hey,
There you
do
go.
you see these crates over
She
here?
just went
What
automatically
about
to him.
They're all marked Rosewater.
Isn't this delivery coming from Rosewater?
Yeah, that's very odd.
We should go. The guards won't be distracted forever.
Right. Let's get out of here.
I hope that gray crate didn't have anything I need. I did save, though. I can always reload if I need to.
Did you obtain what you needed?
Yes, with this dynamite, getting into the lab will be quite easy.
Then I am glad the raid proved fruitful.
Chief Lutzi, I am curious. Now that you can arm your people, what is your plan?
I can certainly understand your curiosity, General Marquez.
You know me?
We are close enough to the new Spanish border to keep informed of current events. To answer your question, we will defend ourselves. Peace has not worked against those who wish to harm us, so we must answer them with force.
You strike me as a wise and capable leader, but allow me to offer one piece of advice. Do not underestimate your enemy. Nothing angers a tyrant like a show of resistance.
I appreciate it, General, but I believe we will overcome.
I truly hope you do.
We found something else. A safe filled with Aurum bars.
And you did not take any?
They were all marked. Traceable. We'd have no use for them.
Caramba. It is always something, isn't it?
The last thing we need is the Royals on us for stealing their Aurum.
The Royal Police? Nah, out here they'd send in the army. Or God forbid, the Blackburns.
The Union Busters?
Unions, heads, you name it.
The big question is, why send Aurum to the fort?
An intriguing line of inquiry, but I ain't sure the fort's dealings should concern us.
Perhaps not. But I am curious as well.
I have a feeling the fort's dealings are going to concern us.
Stokes was all too happy to aid our cause before my exile. Now he acts like a stranger. It cannot be a coincidence. I am going to charge my Lieutenant General with finding out more about these shipments.
Chasing more wagons full of Aurum?
Something like that. It is clear there will be no more aid from Stokes now, and I still have an army to outfit. Perhaps we will find something we can actually keep.
If money's what you're after, maybe you'd entertain the notion of joining our posse. That goes for you too, Miss Redbird.
Hey, cool.
What are you talking about?
I'll explain everything on the way back to the lab. Danny, you stay here and help unload the supplies. You can give Nadine the lowdown. Come meet us at the lab when you're done.
Will do.
I am sending one of our hunters to return Mulberry to the fort. He can show you the way back.
Much appreciated. Right, let's get a move on. You coming with us, Miss Legere?
Oh, I have a choice. Oh, no, I don't. I just get to choose what to say. Yeah, yeah.
Damn right. Someone's got to be sure you don't blow yourself sky high. And can it with the Miss Legere bunk? It's Harley.
Duly noted. Now let's get going.
Just one more thing before you go, Harley. You
Hey, she took
said you
notice
were
quick.
A journalist, yes?
That's right.
Do you believe the townspeople would take an interest in our cause?
Some might. I can certainly tell my employer about the treatment you've received.
Please do. I have a statement I would like you to carry back. The Autumn are a peaceful people. We wish to be your good neighbors and friends. But if a Vespuccian soldier or any other person comes with violent intent to harm us, we will do what we must to protect our people.
Got it. Would you be willing to sit for an interview with someone from the post?
Gladly. My words are for all who will listen with open hearts.
I'll make sure your message is received.
Thank
I
you.
might even be able to guarantee you won't get thrown out a window. Hey, there's his hat. Complete with the arrow.
Thanks for showing us back, partner. We can take it from here. Well, would you look at that?
Wonder if we could take the flag or
Think I'd be seeing old
whatever that
Jesse
is.
again? I'm keeping this arrowhead as a good luck charm. And who knows? Maybe some collector out there would be interested in acquiring the arrowhead that nearly wiped out Gentleman Jake.
Híjole. Is he always like this?
Yep.